What's up guys, Greg here, and I just wanted to take some time to talk about another awesome event that happened over the last weekend. It's not East vs West 13, no, it was the Hangzhou Open 2024, and specifically about two people who were there, friends of mine, Guy Tanapat and Vachagan Hovhannisyan. I'm hoping I didn't butcher his name too much, but two big international pullers, one from Southeast Asia, one from Europe, going over to China to compete at a pretty big event. And I got a couple of videos from friends over in China who sent them over to me. It's a little bit hard to navigate the Chinese internet because I don't really have their version of TikTok, Douyin. So I've had friends send over to me the videos from there, and I want to take a look at some of them and see how my friends did. Bearing in mind that Guy is already like a top level 85 kilo puller in Southeast Asia. He's one of the best 85 kilo pullers. And Vachagan, he is from Armenia. He is very, very highly decorated, multiple time European, Armenian champion. He's the current World Combat Games 70 kilo champion and also former WAF silver medalist, WAF World silver medalist. So he is on a little bit of the lighter side. He weighs about 72, 73 kilos walking around. He usually competes in the 70 kilo category. There was a 75 kilo category at this competition, but he chose to step up to the 85 kilo category and challenge the bigger guys. And that's very honorable, very respectful of him. But yeah, just wanted to share a couple of videos that I got with you guys and see him in action. First off, starting off with Vachagan versus Zhang something. I forgot his name. Zhang Yingchun, I think. And he is known as the best left-handed arm wrestler in China, for at least for 85 kilos. I don't know if it's in the entire of China as an overall, but this is their very first match in the preliminaries. First round, Vachagan and Zhang going at it. Zhang Yingchun, also known to have the best hook in all of China, and we saw like a bit of a elbow foul there maybe. Just gonna let you guys watch the rest of the video and see how this pans out. Now this is them in the finals. Amazing match. Both of them a little bit more tired, a little bit more weary, going through the entire competition, and it ends in a bloodbath. And then moving on to some of the right-handed matches, we know that Vachagan is better on his left hand. He's personally told me that his right is a little bit injured, a little bit beaten up. His left is his stronger hand. And but yeah, his right is still no slouch. This is him and the same guy, Zhang Yingchun, again in the right-handed category in one of the qualifying preliminary matches. Much closer fight between the two. See there was a foul, getting the stop. Vachagan looking to be a little bit more in the advantage, but sadly might have cost him this match. But either way, very close between these two guys. And now moving on to some of Guy Tanapat's matches. And first of all, spoiler alert, skip ahead if you don't want to hear this, but Vachagan and Guy, both of them did not make it into the top 8 of the 85 kilo category, and that's how competitive it is over in China. So this one you're going to see right now is going to be Guy versus Hu Jiandong, one of the, I was told he was one of the tier 1, like the bottom of the tier 1 85 kilo pullers in China. You can see here, stuck in the middle for a while, but Hu Jiandong just too much side pressure for Guy to hold on afterwards. Very, very scary. Moving on after that, we have Guy's right-handed match against a guy named Guan Jianbin. Guan, also one of the tier 1-ish pullers, not quite at the top, but still a competitive guy. And you can see stuck in the hook for a while. I've been told that the tier 1, so-called tier 1 in China is very, very broad. There are a lot of guys that on any given day could beat the other one depending on the draw, but it is very clear where how they're divided between the upper tier 1s and the bottom tier 1s. And going with Guy on the left hand, and Guy told me that he's only trained his left maybe like a month before leading up to this. Before that, he was mainly focused on right-handed arm wrestling, so his left hand is not close to his right hand's level at this point in time. There was a point in time where his left hand was the stronger arm, but right now his right hand is much stronger. So yeah, very easy win from Guy Tanapat over here. So this leaves me wondering, what is the level of arm wrestling in Asia, in Southeast Asia? And I'm going to discount, Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan and those other Stan countries. I'm just going to be talking about Eastern Asia and South Asia and Southeast Asia. And I think just based on this alone, Southeast Asia, which is where I'm from, is still, generally speaking, a little bit lower than the level over in East Asia, which is full of countries like China, Japan, South Korea. I'm going to put in India with them as well. I think the general level in East Asia and South Asia slightly higher than that of Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia countries like Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia. I think that we still sit a little bit below East Asia. I know the level in Japan is very high, and now evidently we see that the level in China is very high as well. If I were to give like a top 3 ranking of East Asian countries, I would put Japan still at the top, China maybe at the second, and South Korea at the third. I also think that this is a good sort of strength check, sort of gauge for East and West, thanks to Vachagan being there. Albeit he's still a 70 kilo puller, but Vachagan still WAF level athlete. He's been on the WAF podium before, WAF European podium as well, and World Combat Games as well, so he's no slouch. I think we are heading in the right direction. Arm wrestling in Asia is still pretty much a growing sport. It is not very widespread over here, but I would hope that in the coming years, more productions feature Asian arm wrestlers, more competitions are here to draw the crowd in, and the sport takes and the sport is able to grow to newer levels within my lifetime as an arm wrestler. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, competing in my next competition in just a couple of days, this Sunday, Vietnam Hanoi Open. I think it's gonna be an interesting one. Still got a little bit of an injury on my ulnar side of the wrist, just doing stupid heavy riser movements a couple of weeks back. and got it slightly injured. Not super seriously, but still sore. I'm gonna try not to hurt myself at this competition. I'm not gonna go, 110%. I'm still gonna try like my best, but I'm just gonna go 100%, not 110%. Not gonna put my life on the line for this one, but I will try my best. Hopefully get some good content for you guys. And I heard that Guy Tanapat is going there as well. So back-to-back competitions for him. What a trooper. Hopefully gonna see some crazy matches. See you guys in the next video.